views. I don't want to be Mr. Views.
I need banana, tasty banana, put banana in my mouth, squeeze the peel, it comes in, then squeeze banana.
I need that money, I really do. I need that money. My bills. Thank you, you fucking worthless humans, for the views. Money that I gotta spend.
Fuck this game. Fuck this piece of shit. Fuck this piece of shit. Fuck you, Nintendo. Fuck you, Nintendo.
Money.
You suck.
Tax situation.
So,
Continue. Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
Tuesday. So, by the way, I guess I should start off talking about the year-end series. So far, so good. Each of them has thousands of views, which is great, considering the fact that most videos on this channel don't get thousands of views. So at least that means there's increased interest in the year-end series. It's certainly nothing like it used to be years and years ago, where I would put out the year-end series and every video would get between like 10 and 20,000 views. I mean, those days are long gone here on DSP Gaming. It may come back at some point, but that's going to come with years of hard work, dedication, making everyone kind of in that mindset that, oh, if I'm watching a stream or I'm watching a video on DSP Gaming and I'm enjoying myself, I'm going to click the like button. I'm going to leave a comment on the video that I like, because once people start doing that actively again like we used to have, this channel will show up prominently on YouTube again. But it's going to take a lot of work. It is. But I still am enjoying all of your feedback in regards to the year-end series. Many comments on the videos. I've approved them so that people can read them at their own leisure. Yes, there is actually some discussion going back and forth on those videos, if you can believe it.
I don't need to be Mr. Popular and be making $1 million and getting hundreds of thousands of views on every video I put on YouTube.
Good stuff. Okay, so where to begin? Where do we begin? I guess today we'll start.
Excuse me.
Ooh, had a goblin in my throat. Excuse me. I guess today we'll start with a little segment that I like to call Phil's Day Off. And in this segment, what we do is we recap the stuff that I did yesterday when I was not here on the live streams. Because as you know, as much as I would like to be here every single day, I need to have some time away to spend with my family, to do errands and the like. This week was no exception. Although, admittedly, this week, we didn't have a lot of money, just to be honest. What a surprise, right? You know, when you get delivery, they put all your stuff in side containers. So there was a side container that had butter. And I guess we're assuming, oh, if you want to butter your French toast, use that. And there's 2 side containers of the Devonshire cream. Oh, cool. All right, so I said, you know, there are 3 containers. I said, this is butter. You probably don't want that. And I said, here's your 2, you know, and here's your Devonshire cream. So she opens it up and, you know, puts it all over her French toast, spreads it all out. All right, cuts it, takes 1 bite. And she looks at me like this. I said, honey, what's wrong? Are you okay? Honey. So, here's what happened. You ready for this? So, when we ordered the food, as you know, I ordered my own. She ordered what she wanted. And like I said, they put all the things in containers, separate containers and everything. Okay? So, she had taken the Devonshire cream and put it all over her French toast, the apples, everything. Covered it with the Devonshire cream. I went to eat it. Guess what? It wasn't Devonshire cream. So I was like, honey, I'm going to fix this. And I grabbed a bunch of paper towels and I start blotting, right? And the more I blot, the more the sour cream is now spreading out even further and just making the biggest, most disgusting mess you've ever seen. All right? Like, it's just a big smear of sour cream everywhere. I'm like, no, I swear I'm going to fix this. Here, I'll pick up some of the apples that are covered in sour cream. So I pick up 1, 2, 3. All the apples are covered in sour cream. There's no apples that don't have sour cream all over them. Now, okay, I'm going to trying to wipe. No matter how, I'm not even kidding. I used like 5 paper towels. There was still sour cream all over this French toast.
All right.
You know what I could compare this to? I'm going to compare this to something that very much for me is relatable. Project 7 back in the day, okay? For those who don't know, way back when in 2012, I made a series, a web series that was not gameplay like the stuff that I do. It wasn't a podcast. It was an actual scripted comedy series called Project 7. It was starring me and my then friends, kind of going through fantasy gaming world. I was trying to get my gaming powers back that I had lost. We were fighting video game characters and stuff like that, okay? That series did pretty well. Every episode was getting over 100,000 views on YouTube, which is good for a little rinky-dink series like that. It wasn't like we had any budget or any promotion, all right? I literally financed the whole thing myself. All the props, okay? The outfits and things that you saw in there, except for one. I actually think that OJ bought his own Mario outfit. But outside of that, everything else that you saw in there was essentially something that I specifically bought and financed for the show.
I'm broke, basically.
So overall, you look at Project 7, you say, okay, so you ran 4 episodes. Each episode had like 100,000 views or more. Then you had promos for it, right? I was running trailers and things for it. All of those had like tons of views on them. So overall, the series was a success, right? Right? Wrong. I lost a ton of money on Project 7. Because number one, when I was making it, I wasn't doing gameplay videos. And gameplay videos were my bread and butter back in the day. They were making me tons of money. So you might say, oh, you had one video with 100,000 views. Right. But when I was making that video, I wasn't putting out the other gameplay videos that make me way more money than the one video that I put out to get 100,000 views. In addition to that, I spent way more money just on the props and stuff alone for Project 7 than the series ever brought in with ad revenue.
It's all about money. It's always about money. Always.
Keep in mind, back then, there was no crowdfunding. There was no tips, no cheers, no donations, nothing of anything like that. It was just sole ad revenue on videos based on views. So I literally, all the money, I'm not kidding you, at the end of the day, when Project 7, those 4 episodes were done, it was thousands of dollars that I had invested. I had actually bought more props for the series moving forward. I bought a big replica Mass Effect rifle that we were going to use for the sci-fi RPG episode. And other things, you know. So it ended up being, I spent thousands of bucks to make it happen, and I made like less than half of that on ad revenue for it. And then lost money for the time that I would have been making other gameplay videos that actually would have been way more profitable anyway. So you look at that, well, that was great. I'm glad that Phil did that series. It was something different. Why doesn't he ever go back to it? It actually was a loss. It was a big loss series for me. Who fucking cares? So let's see here. I guess it's time for shoutouts. I guess we'll just get right to shoutouts. All right? Shoutouts! So, let's do this. Let's start with the YouTube side shoutouts this morning. We've got Kevin Bernstein, who did a super chat to start the super chats today. He says, time to live stream your day off. Be a reality streamer. Let me think about that for a minute, because there's basically going to be a lot of things to consider. No! Absolutely not. Listen, there's a major difference, all right, between me telling you about my day off, explaining some of the fun stuff that I did, some of the foibles of bad things that happened, and me actually giving you live video of every facet of my life, all right? It's not, and basically disgusting to the point where people use every single piece of information that I put out on the internet to hurt me. No exaggeration. Every piece of information that I've put out there, I'm not kidding you. On the pre-stream podcast today, I talked about ordering food twice yesterday. They will make, oh my God, Phil, wasting money. How could he order food twice in one day? What a disgusting, wasteful person. What an ungrateful slob. I'm not kidding. This shit will be on the internet today. Just because I was very, here's what I did yesterday. So, you know, I talk about normal stuff that normal people do, and for me, somehow it's like it's not acceptable behavior, you know, because this is how they are. So can you imagine if I actually told you or showed you things around the house or anything that, you know, that's not just like common stuff? Imagine that. Seriously. And you might say, oh, well, who cares what trolls think? You're right. I don't give a fuck what the trolls think. What I care about is that these idiots abuse YouTube and its algorithm to ruin my reputation, to make people think I'm some kind of a scumbag, a liar, a scammer, and a hateful person that I'm not. And then what happens? Now you got businesses who think that I'm some kind of a scumbag and don't want to deal with me. You got people on the internet who won't give DSP Gaming a look and give me a chance because there's so many shitheads on the internet making shit up about me. So the less ammo you give them, the less they can do. Well, guess what? If I can't file my taxes, I can't pay my taxes, I go to jail, and I can't stream. So if you don't see the benefit of avoiding that, again, I can't help you. You're an idiot. If you're that dumb, I can't help you. I mean, really, if you're really that fucking brain dead stupid. I love doing celebratory goals. I love doing rewards. But I'm in a situation right now where life has jumped into the situation and said, sorry, you need to do something different than usual because this is coming up. So either I handle it or I don't. If I ignore it and I go to jail for not paying my taxes, I can't stream, dumbass. So how about you grow the fuck up and grow a brain? You are a dumbass. Jack the Cuck, what a name, did a super chat and he says, Phil, can you please grow a mullet? No. Okay, continuing on. Now we move over to the tips side of contributions, and the first tipper of today was an anonymous $2 tipper. They said, how is the stores not being ready for snow different from when your YouTube goes down or something and you panic saying you don't know what to do even after it's happened to you many times? Well, the thing is, when my YouTube go down and problem happen, I always have backup. For example, if DSP Gaming go down and I cannot stream, I go to other channel, like Old King of Hate Vlog or possibly Quail Gaming and stream there. And also alternate upload place so videos can be seen on internet even if DSP Gaming don't work. So me no understand what you saying. Citizen of Cock did a $4.20 tip. It says, here's to the King of Cock. There you go. Here we go. It begins. I'm going to have to deal with this for a while, and there's nothing I can do about it. I said it. I admit it. I said it.